Alright, yo, what's up? It's Manto. I thought I'd make an updated guide to my Oozla video, this time on PS3, just so I can confirm some of the things people have been saying and make sure to go into a little bit more detail on some things. Um, First off, I'm going to show you how to do macaronis, R1X, and roll the stick. Um, this might take you just a little bit to get some good macaronis, but it's not too difficult. If you press X, then R1, you'll see Ratchet twitch just a little bit more, and this will gain you more speed. So again, you're still rolling the stick left and everything, and you're still pressing R1 and X. You're just spacing the X, then the R1. The timing is pretty fast, so it's but you know, it's pretty fast on the X than R1. Um, but anyway, that'll help you get a little bit better of macaronis. And then from there, we're going to go into our first trick. Side flipping down the slope is actually pretty difficult. So just know that when you go down a slope, it's a lot harder to side flip. So don't feel bad if you can't get that. You want to make sure that you side flip into this tree specifically, because clipping through is a lot easier if you do. If you get stuck there with Ratchet holding his hands up, you just swing your wrench and you'll get through every time. And then that's the first actual skip in the level. It's pretty easy, actually. If you're having trouble with it, just make sure that you're on your first visit to Oozla and you haven't completed the level, because when you complete the level, the tree actually moves position, so that's pretty annoying. So you want to make sure that like you're very much practicing this on your first visit. For dying in the mud, it's faster to get out of my camera. It's faster to jump twice than to just jump once. So I jump twice here, and then I die, and then I die much quicker. You die when you grab the continue point, which lets you get into the boss without viewing the cutscene. Real quickly, I'm going to go over how to like properly space a double jump. So what you do is you make sure that you press X, X, square, X, X, square. If you're mashing, you're going to have a much harder time getting this, and you won't have the distance because Ratchet has far less airtime. So there's spacing, there's mashing. So you won't be able to do it regardless. Anyway, so here you just want to break the ammo, and then you want to get to the very edge, X, X, square, and then you space the double jump, and then it's easy. Make sure that you're also going to the very edge of this real quick, because if you don't go to the very edge, you'll hit an invisible wall. So Dynamo Skip, if you're very new, don't feel bad like picking up the Dynamo and going through like the casual route, because it's actually not that easy. But I hope the guide will help you at least get a better understanding of it and maybe work your way towards that. For the first Dynamo Skip, just line yourself up with the brown here and then side flip, and then you can pretty much get it every time. You can also flip to the right here if you really want to, but I find it less consistent. So let's just get on with it. Real quick, I am just going to explain macaroni side flips and how they actually work. So it's the little side flip I keep doing. It's very important to let the animation play before hyper striking for the upcoming trick. So what you want to do is you're going to wait on your hyper strike. You really don't want to. It's similar to the space double jump we just did for the boss, but you want to pretty much get max distance and then hyper strike. This will make your shop clip consistency go from like little to like much higher, because it'll allow you to take worse setups and things like that. So please make sure that you're actually letting your side flip animation play. It's so vital for chop clip. Spamming it like I do here just stops you at the apex of your jump and also kills your momentum, so you don't get like a forward hyper strike. And this is a very distance trick rather than a height trick. So anyway, let's get on with it. For the first room here, there's two strats I'm going to show off real quick. The first one is much easier if you press X then R1 and get a buffered macaroni than it would be if you did if you just pressed X and R1. So you want to make sure that you're getting walking speed into your side flip, or you won't actually get enough like speed to do this. So if I just flip in place and flip forward, it's much slower than flipping with speed. So if that makes sense. So right here, X then R1, still failed it, but X then R1 and you can make it. So you can get up every time, but there is a backup if you're having trouble with this. Like even there I failed it, so if you're having trouble, just jump over here and wall bounce off that, and then that'll get you up every time. It's very simple. So, again, wall bounce right there, get up every time. Really, really easy. And then here comes the hard part. So this is shop clip. Shop clip is a trick I see a lot of people struggling with recently. So I really want to make sure I go into great detail about this. So again, the thing I told you earlier about spacing your side flip is so important here. I cannot stress enough. Hold on. I had to break the other one, sorry. So you really want to make sure that you're letting your side flip animation play and then pressing square. If you are just spamming it, you will find much less consistency with it. So really make sure that you're spacing your thing. You want to stand pretty much directly in the middle here, and that'll help you get a better clip, because it can be kind of tricky on PS3 due to the reduced clip angle. So again, you want to stand in the middle and then walk forward and get walking momentum into a side flip, and then delay your hyper strike until the flip plays. So let's watch that in motion now. And then you'll get it every time. You just really want to make sure that your flip is actually playing. So for the ending here, one last thing to show. The Dynamo, we actually did skip it, of course. So this is kind of tricky for a lot of people, but it's actually really simple once I tell you how it works. So you want to side flip and hold left. So there I wasn't doing it. What you want to do is you want to side flip and then hold left and press square, and you'll get it every time. So again, hold left after you side flip immediately. So you'll get it every time. Now that the planet's finished, you can go into Whoopash, but real quick, I am going to reload as if I'm returning to the planet to show you what it looks like on tree clip at the start on why you would be failing it. So real quick, we're going to reload the planet, and you can see now. Whenever you revisit a planet after you finish the main objective, some things in the level change, like enemy pathing and stuff. So when I approach here, you'll notice that the tree is much smaller, and if I try and do the same thing I did earlier into it, I won't get it at all. So you can't do it on a revisit. So just make sure when you're practicing, you boot a new Aranos file and you get to Oozla, and then you can start doing it. So just just make sure that. I hope this guide helped. If you want to see more guides in the future, let me know. I'm always willing to help, but it just takes knowing what the problem is to help. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys.